today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Laurie Williams, who is the Senior Fundraising Manager at the Alzheimer's Association of Greater Missouri. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I am good. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled. It's a busy week preparing for walk day.
Of course it is, and you look great in your purple.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
look
It's
great in your
the
purple.
signature color these days.
Yes, I've seen the commercials. I've seen everybody in their purple. So tell us a little bit, for anybody who is not familiar, tell us a little bit about the organization overall.
Absolutely. So the Alzheimer's Association is a national organization, and our goal is to not only fund research and find a cure for Alzheimer's, but also in the meantime to really support those with Alzheimer's or other dementias, and especially their caregivers.
Yeah, exactly. And tell me why the focus on caregivers.
So caregivers, on average, there has to be 2 caregivers for every one person who's diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. And sometimes the caregivers are kind of forgotten about because they're not the ones showing direct physical signs of the disease. However, they are doing everything to keep their loved one functioning and moving throughout their lives, while also trying to focus on their lives. So oftentimes caregivers are caring for their mother or their father or aunt and uncle, but they have children of their own and families of their own as well. And so it takes a huge toll on them. So we like to do and want to do everything that we can to support them in that journey, for both from the moment their loved one's diagnosed through the actual journey of having Alzheimer's or dementia, and then through the grieving process as well.
Yeah, that part is so very important. And as somebody who has gone through that with a mother who took care of her mother, going through that process, I so appreciate an organization that focuses on the caregiver as well. Because you're right, the caregiver is sometimes forgotten.
Absolutely.
And they go through so much.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you've seen and heard all the stories. And so an organization that focuses a little bit on that is so very important. That's great work.
Thank you. We appreciate it, and the work's not done. And, hopefully eventually we'll get to the point where there is a cure and I won't have a job and we won't need to support the caregivers as much. But until that day, we're going to keep walking.
Yeah, you're trying to work yourself out of a job.
I'm working on it slowly but surely. But that is the goal. So I'll be happy when that day comes.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about the other services that you guys provide.
Absolutely. So we have a 24/7 hotline. I know some people get a little bit nervous when they hear about the term hotline, but our number is stashed 24/7 by trained clinicians. So you can call for absolutely anything that you could possibly think of as a caregiver, or if you yourself have been diagnosed, or even if you feel like you're showing signs and you're not sure and you don't have that diagnosis yet, we can help you. That hotline also, that's the medical portion of it, but we can help with financial assistance and finding grants for care facilities and other studies and trials and whatnot. So truly, when we say anything that you can think of, give us a call 24/7. It can be 3 a.m. And a staffed clinician will be there for you.
Wow, that is really impressive. Like the 24-hour, because people, honestly, you're thinking about this. If you're newly diagnosed, that's a scary time.
Absolutely.
And you're thinking about this like all the time. If you're newly diagnosed, you're thinking about, what does this mean for me? What does it mean for my family? And I know that the cost part of it is really scary. Thinking about, okay, where am I going to be at this time next year? How do I plan for this? And having a resource that's available to help is amazing.
Thank you. We're really proud of it, and it's something that we continue to grow. I feel like every month or every week, I get new information that services that we provide for people, and I'm really proud of the work that we're doing.
That is wonderful. Okay, and you guys do this annual big event. Tell us a little bit about this walk.
We do the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's 2 days. I'm in crunch time right now, October 4th, and we'll be at Stankowski Field on the Mizzou campus. We're expecting about 800 to 900 people this year, which is going to be our biggest one yet, and we're so excited. We're going to raise about $160,000, and it's an event that anyone in the community can join us for. But it's also a healing process for a lot of people. So there'll be a lot of laughs and tears, and just a real sense of community for folks that are kind of going through the same thing that you might be. But also, if you don't have a connection to Alzheimer's, someone that you know does. And so come out, support, and just have a fun morning with us.
Yeah, and tell me, what are the specifics? Like, what time can people come out, and what can they expect when they get there?
Yeah, so the event starts at 11, and our welcome ceremony begins at noon. So, but from that 11 to noon hour, we'll have vendors, food, music. We have a DJ coming, and of course, information on Alzheimer's. But really, it's a whole community event. We've got about 20 different vendors coming to show support, and some of them are Alzheimer's dementia related, and some of them are just fabulous community partners that you definitely want to meet in general. Our welcome ceremony is incredibly moving. We will have some speakers sharing their stories, and we have what we call our flower ceremony, and each flower represents a different stage in the journey with Alzheimer's, whether you are a caregiver, you're just supporting the cause, or you've been diagnosed. And after our welcome ceremony, the walk itself kicks off around the Stankowski track, and it'll be fun. There's cowbells going and ringing and music, pom-poms and cheerleaders, the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. And lots of purple, I would imagine.
Lots of purple, lots of purple.
Lots of purple. And so are you encouraging people to wear purple out?
Absolutely. Please join us in your purple. It's not a requirement, but we love to see it. We have many teams that join us, and they've been doing this for 10, 15 years, and they have specific shirts just for their family that commemorates their loved one. Some folks will have done their fundraising ahead of time, and they'll wear their 2025 walk shirt to the event. So you definitely won't be able to miss us. You'll just look for the sea of purple.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a blast. I'm sure it's going to be a blast. And so if people want to find out more information, where can they find that?
alz.org/Como Walk. And it'll show you all the information, how to register, how to donate if you can't join us on walk day, and all sorts of other fun little community blurbs as well.
Okay, so it is not too late, even though it's 2 days away.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. Okay.
Absolutely not. Join us on walk day. If even on Saturday morning, if you decide at 10:30 you want to join us, you can still join us.
Okay, so you heard it here first. You can still get up on walk day and decide to go out and join. I'm sure it'll be fun. You'll probably run into somebody you know, and like you said, even if you're not affected or your family, there is somebody that you know that has been. But Laurie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It was so good to have you here, and we hope to see you out there on walk day.
I'm sure you will.